The Wye Valley. We're back with a nice big backpack on. Picked a section of the Wye Valley walk to do over the next couple of days. So camping out tonight. I'm definitely going to make mistakes, but that's what it's all about, isn't it? That's what it's all about. Listen to the squirrel. River Wye originates in Brecon, I think, well, in the mountains in mid-Wales, and it is 150 miles long. I will not be covering all 150 miles of it. Not in 2 days anyway, that's just not happening. In the lower stretches of that 150 miles, you get the Wye Valley, which stretches on for about 52, 58 miles until it reaches the River Severn in Chepstow. So I made it to Monmouth. I'm a lot further ahead now than I thought I'd be by this time, so I'm going to stop and have a coffee. What about that coffee in it? Get that caffeine. I get to test out a new cook set today as well, which is quite fun. I wonder how many times I've filmed myself making a coffee and then just drinking it in a really random place. That's hot. What I've got here, the MSR Pocket Rocket. Weighs like nothing. And then I've coupled that again with an MSR saucepan, 1 litre saucepan. The Jetboil weighs a fair bit more than the my stove, and Pocket Rocket's got a bit more versatility to it, as in I can use different saucepans or whatever depending on what I'm going to cook. I've got a bit of a feast later, so alright, I'm going to let this cool down over the next 4 to 5 hours. Jesus. Lovely church. A lot of new graves though. That's not worrying at all. So apparently that church there, St. Peter's Church in Monmouth, It's right on the riverside. And the vicar, back in olden times, used to live on the other side of the river, so paddled across. With interesting local information for you. Full of fun facts today. For instance, the River Wye, this river here, the 150-mile long river, 5th largest in the UK. See? Fun facts. I think all facts are fun. Beard's coming on strong, isn't it? Right, I'm nearly at the other end of Monmouth. It's just absolutely remarkable. Some of the best natural lowland is in this valley, I reckon. Those are some big hills, and I know I've got to climb a big hill at the end. My operation leg is getting a bit tired now, which is good. The whole point of this trip was to be comfortably uncomfortable. Going some distance, but not too far. Carrying a heavy pack, but not too heavy. Just building my way back up. This is training for what I plan to do for my 30th birthday, which is coming up in May. I won't say any more about it because it's a trip that I've been trying to plan for 3 years now, and every single year something bad has happened. If you do want to check out what that is, go down, hit subscribe, hit like, and comment, and I might tell you. Hopefully 7 months post-op I should be alright to squeak it out. Now the weather's been really kind to me so far, but I know it's supposed to rain come around 2 o'clock, and it is now 2 o'clock. Okay, not much I could do about it other than get wet. On my way to England. Another interesting fact. When it comes to navigation and big old trees, you don't need a compass. What you tend to find is that the moss on a tree will grow on the north side because it gets less sun. So if you can see a tree with moss on it, you can almost guarantee that side is north. Should we double check that? I lost my actual compass, so I've had to resort to one with an air bubble in it. I will get it replaced soon. Confirmation. There you go, proof it works. Of course, knowing where north is pretty useless if you don't know where you are or where you need to get to. Still, interesting fact. The ultimate snack on the move. Jelly babies. I refuse to go on an adventure without my jelly babies. So I'm about 5.5k away from Symmonds Yat, which is my minimum distance I want to reach today. My legs are getting a bit weary now. It's the longest I've walked in 5.5 months. It started to rain. Well, it's more spitting, but it's heavy enough to make things start to get wet, so thought I'd start waterproofing now. It's the worst thing in the world, getting to camp and then having everything soaking wet and you're just sort of miserable. That's not what this trip's about. This trip's about staying, like I said, comfortably uncomfortable. Lovely. I can start looking for a place to camp because my knee is starting to get a bit sore. Oh, stop moaning, would you? You absolute wuss. Ow, it hurts. Oh, no one cares, shut up. Right, before the rain picks up too much, let's get a move on. Symmonds Yat viewpoint. I tend not to stick around on the viewpoint very long. This was the place I was standing pretty much right here when I found out my gran had died. Just taking stock on how much everything's changed. That's like nothing's changed, but I have. That's a good thing. Okay, I've wandered off path and gone as deep into the woods as possible and found a small clearing, very small clearing. So I'm gonna see what I can do in this gap. I'll clear the ground a bit, make some space and then set up camp. So I bought the OEX Fox 1v2 today, which is essentially slightly bigger than a bivvy. Which is why I also brought my tarp with me as well. Just gives me somewhere to sit and relax in the evening, rather than having to be curled up into the tiny tent. Yes, let's sort out the sleep system. I've got a new toy. What I've got in here is this, which means I don't need to lose my breath trying to pump it up. It's a tiny little mini electric pump. How awesome is that? Right, there we go. Everything's sorted for tonight. Next job, let's have some food. Oh, and it's a hell of a feast today. Hell of a feast. That's me dinner. And that's all I've got to cook it in. A knife. No, I should have bought the other knife. Oh no, that would have just been more to carry. Onion in the pot. Alright. Now, I don't really have the knife for it, but I've got some garlic here as well. Because I'm going fancy. Oh yeah, Jamie Oliver, eat your heart out. Garlic to taste. And I popped to the butcher's this morning and got myself some lovely chipolatas, so we're going to cut these up as well. It's the only pot I got to boil water in. Say goodbye to any hot drinks. That looks good. I've got a buttload of cheese to sprinkle on it as well. Say sprinkle, I mean layer. So it's cheese. Taste test. Well. You guys are going to want a recipe. 4 chipolatas, 1 onion, 1 tin of tomatoes, garlic for flavour, cheese for flavour, and fresh pasta. It's the best camping meal I've ever had. That's so good. That is a lot of food though. That's a bucket of food. Let's see how far I can get down it. So excited for this. Gee whiz, that was good. That was a lot of food. That was enough for 2 people. I do have a little bit of washing up to be doing, and then I can just relax, which is a lot more exciting than it should be, really. I've done bloody well there. Look at that. That was really burnt on as well. Temperature has dropped massively. It's like 1 degree at the moment, and it's supposed to drop to like -2. So yeah, it's gonna be a chilly night. Absolutely loving this. Even as I was trying to scrape the burnt tomato off the bottom of that, I was just thinking to myself, this is brilliant. Oh god, I miss this. Just have to wait 8 minutes for my apple crumble. But in the meantime, it would not be a proper MR Adventures camping trip without hot chocolate and chocolate. Because, you know, I'm fat and my diet is my business and no one else's. Oh. Discretionary warning advised. Remember, it doesn't matter what it looks like. I mean, it just doesn't look great. I don't know if I put enough water in. On the other hand, it is outrageously nice. Oh, I forgot how small this tent was. Yeah, that air pump doubles up as a lantern, which I do love. Along with the apple crumble, my partner decided to buy me a bookmark. Yes, I can read, people. These are not just colouring books. It doubles up as a reading light. It's not the most fashionable of bookmarks. It's been a good day, hasn't it? Oh. See you in the morning. Oh, lovely morning. Good morning. I slept wonderfully. Genuinely, that sounded sarcastic. I just don't particularly want to get out of bed at the moment, but I will, for the sake of a coffee. That's better. Breakfast today is just porridge, so nothing exciting. Might not even film it. As always, got to check. Leave no trace. I do go on about it, but it's a good thing to go on about, I think. All packed up, didn't bother with breakfast because I'm still full from last night. I've just got to walk home now. No idea how far it is, no real idea where I am at the moment. I do know I need to head that way. So I need to go north back to that viewpoint I was at yesterday. Once we've gone there, I'm gonna head my way back down to the Wye Valley walk. Much nicer views. Wow. No, people have come to this viewpoint since the 18th century. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Not surprising. I need to make it down there to the riverside. I probably won't go that way. I think I better get the map out, you know? That's a big goose. Right, I'm gonna try and get some miles under my belt. I wanna get home and rest my legs now. Although I am still enjoying this absolutely beautiful woodland. Just left that woodland and it opened up to an absolutely stunning valley. Right off in the distance, right there, is where I was maybe half an hour ago.
Man, I always had stories about the city life and the crazy night.